Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down.
Good morning, welcome to my channel. My name is Chantelgreig. I am a stay-at-home mom from Massachusetts. I have 3 little girls. We are a family of 5, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I grocery shop, how to save money, and what I bought. My top 5 tips will be displayed in this video. I'm going to get right into it. My first tip is to make a budget. I recommend doing this because it will keep you on track. I have had various budgets throughout my life. For years, me and my husband had a budget of $125 a week. I was able to do it, but it was really stressful trying to get everything we needed and being able to stock up. And it didn't work out. It wasn't realistic. So what I found and ended up happening is we would use credit cards, or we would use money that was for different bills, or a catastrophe of things could happen. So we sat down and created a budget that was perfect for our family, and that is $200 a week. I normally don't hit that number unless I'm stocking up on some staple items. Today I did hit that number. Typically I will spend about $180, and that includes all of our groceries, all of our toiletries, our cat food, necessities. That is everything. So we do $200 a week. We live debt free. We do not use credit cards, and I set my grocery money aside in a separate bank account, which I can get into in another video. My first step, tip 1, is to set a realistic budget. It doesn't matter if you are a single person, if you're a couple, if you have 1 baby or 5, just create a budget that's fair and that you stick to. We are from Massachusetts, where the cost of living is a little bit higher than in other states. We find that $200 is perfect for us. Find what's perfect for you, find a reasonable number, and the reason why you should do this is because I would rather save my money on groceries and be able to buy things for my house or use it for my kids or go on a trip with them than on our food. It is almost one of the highest bills you have is your grocery bill. If you sat down and really look at it, you can see how much money you actually spend on it. All right, tip number 2. Make a grocery list. For some people, it's common sense. Some people, they've never made one. For me, I absolutely need one. I've used one for years now, and I won't go into the store without a list. The reason why is when you have a list, you know exactly what you have to buy. You know exactly how much it's going to come out to, and it will make your life a lot easier and a lot more cheaper. So what I do when I make my grocery list is I write down everything I'm going to buy. I meal plan 7 meals, and I get all the ingredients for the meal, all of our breakfasts, all of our snacks, lunches, and dinners. I find that when I do this, I stay a lot more organized and nothing goes to waste, including our money and including the food. Nothing, I really have very little waste by doing this. I love making a budget because I will not impulse buy, and I can go in and I know what I need to get. I'm in and out, and that's it. Something that I do when I make my budget is I write down the price of the item, relatively how much it's gonna be. Something that I do when I budget is I actually write down on the side how much that item is relatively. I don't know to the cent, but I have a general idea of how much it's going to be. So after you create your budget, make your grocery list add up to your budget. So like I said, I give myself $200 a week for groceries. I will sit there and write down after every item, or write down next to it, how much each item is. So I will sit down and write exactly how much each item is. I've been doing it for so long that I know roughly how much an item costs. If you don't know, you could look it up, or even bring a little notepad with you in the grocery store until you get familiar with how much an item typically is. And what I will do is I will add it all up until I reach my $200 limit, and then that's it. Tip number 3, stick to your budget. How do you stick to your budget? You bring your grocery list with you and you only buy what's on your grocery list. I know some people that's going to be really difficult. I am so used to doing this that it doesn't even faze me, but for those that it is difficult to stick to a budget, my recommendation for you is to give yourself a small deficit in your budget. So let's just pretend you give yourself $100 a week for your grocery budget. If you are someone who likes to buy impulsively, or just you're that way, my tip is to take $20 out of your $100 and just set it aside. So add up your groceries up to $80. When you go grocery shopping, you know you have about $20 to play with if you find something you need or want. I find sticking to the budget's really easy, and the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit, and it's a very healthy habit to have. It's very easy to stick to a budget when you write down down everything. You know how much it costs. You know what your total is. That way, when I walk out of the grocery store, I'm not surprised at when I get to the checkout line. Nothing's unexpected. It's already budgeted, already planned for. It's already in my bank account that I use for only groceries and gas, and I don't have to worry about it. I can't tell you how many times people have told me that they go and they made their list, they tried to stick to their budget, they went over, and the next thing you know, you're pulling out your credit card to buy your groceries. My husband and I are debt-free. We live debt-free. We do not use credit cards. We use cash for everything, and our groceries are budgeted every single week as part of our weekly bills. And we give ourselves enough money to buy what we need and to stock up a little bit and to buy all our necessities. My fourth tip is probably the most important tip for myself, and you could really benefit from this, and that is to meal plan. I love meal planning. I have been doing it for years, and it's the only thing that I do. It's the only thing that works for me. So when I write my grocery list, which I will make how I meal plan in a separate video, it's pretty extensive, pretty long. It is worth it. So keep your eyes open for that video. So how I meal plan is I take 7 meals, I sit down and I think of some ideas, and I'll write down 7 meals at the bottom of my page. Then I go and I add all the items I need in a list. So when I do my grocery shopping, everything I buy is towards a certain meal. Then I come home and I have this cute little chalkboard that I will write down my 7 meals for the week, and I always have an extra meal either in the freezer or ingredients for an extra meal. You can write it on a piece of paper and stick it to your fridge, and that way you just know what you have to make for the week. Say one night you're really busy, the kids are really needy, you're running around, you don't have time to make that chicken parm. Well, I just look on my list and I know I have a quicker thing, maybe like a chili that I can just pop on the stove and have it done. I cross it off, now I know I have 6 left. Meal planning is super simple when you just take the time to sit down and really just plan out what you need and what you want. I have 3 little ones, so I always like to have everything prepared and ready. It helps make my life organized and my brain feel better. So meal plan, meal plan, meal plan. All right, I'm gonna get right into the grocery haul, and I'll give you my last tip while we're doing it. All right, you guys, so this is my overall haul. I got a new camera, so hopefully it's focusing pretty well. We spend $200 a week. There are 5 of us. I make all of our dinners at home, our breakfast, snacks, lunches, and dinners. So I'm going to get into the haul, and then I'm going to give you my last money saving tip for your groceries. So we will start over here. Typically, I do not buy this many pantry items. However, I did today because they had a lot of sales going on and I really wanted to stock up. And I also had a lot of meat left in my freezer, so I didn't have to spend a lot of money on meat this week, which therefore made it so I could buy more pantry items. So I guess we'll start over here. I got a block of Velveeta cheese. Every Sunday, I typically make a roasted chicken dinner, and I make it holiday style with all the fixins and sides. And so my husband loves this broccoli and cheese casserole, so that's why I bought that. I got some popcorn for us for evenings. I normally don't waste my money on stuff like this, but I wanted to get this because my husband and I have been eating a lot healthier, and I just wanted something healthy for when I'm craving like dessert at night. Alright, so my little one needs me the most. I just had to put her to bed. Now I can finish this video. So I did buy a lot of mac and cheese. I do buy Annie's. I feel like it just makes me feel better as a parent. It's a little bit healthier. It's organic. They're typically $1.50, so you can get 2 for $3. Today they were on sale for $1, so that's why I stocked up on all of these. And like I said, I wanted to stock up on my pantry. This year my goal is to just really strengthen everything we have, our pantry items, our food, our resources. And so my goal is to just always have food in our fridge, freezer, pantry. I don't like to run out. I don't like to get cut close to running out, so that's why I got a lot of these items. Whenever there is a sale on something you normally buy, I highly recommend buying some for now and some for later. The other thing we got is some sauce. These were on sale they're usually I think $1.50, and they were on sale for $1.30. The brand we use is Francesco Rinaldi. Some more of our sauces. My husband and I have been eating a lot of stir fries. This is the stir fry sauce that we use. I got some red hot sauce for all the chicken that we've been meal prepping. I got some buffalo sauce too. This is the barbecue sauce. I'm going to be making some crock pot barbecue pork ribs. I use the G. Hughes sugar-free original. I showed this in one of my crock pot cooking videos. Typically I use coconut oil spray, but I wanted to use olive oil because I feel like my pans are getting stuck with that like brown color from the coconut oil. So some more pantry items. We got some gummies for my kids. My little ones love these. I got some muffins for the morning. If I'm like, I don't know, busy, I just like to give them that. I got crackers for, like, sometimes we have people over and these are on sale for $2. And I got these for my kids, Fritz crackers. I also got a toothbrush and some paper towel rolls. Tip number 5 is to always buy in bulk. Usually I would buy these. They sell them in a huge 6-pack for a couple dollars, and I would buy them in bulk, but I didn't because I bought so many pantry items that I wanted to be able to have enough money for it without going over our budget. That is tip number 5. Buy in bulk. It is so much cheaper per ounce to buy in bulk. We got some granola bars for the kids' snacks. Pasta they had on sale. Again, it was only $1 per box, so I got 3 boxes. I got some Valentine's Day treats for my kids. They were $2. We got some cashew cereal, some tortilla chips. These were also on sale. I told you everything that I normally buy was on sale. I went on a Wednesday. Usually they have deals from both last week and this week, so I think that's why they had so many items on sale. These are granola bars. We just got some Kind granola bars. They were on sale. I think they were $3 a box. So I'll put one in our snack drawer and one in our pantry. SpaghettiOs. Actually, I have a funny story about this. So, or it's not funny, but SpaghettiOs and mac and cheese. I normally don't give my kids this every day, but I do like to have it on hand. It's a lot cheaper than going to McDonald's. For example, 1 box of this is usually $1.50. Today I got it for $1. And if you think about it, 1 box will feed all 3 of my kids. They're little, but it will feed all 3 of my kids for $1. And I could cut up an apple, which would make it maybe $1.50 for all 3 of them for dinner. If I go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal, I'm going to spend, I think it's like $5 per Happy Meal, $15. So if you think about it, it's a lot cheaper to go home and just make a box of mac and cheese for $1, and you're saving almost $14 by doing that. So we have our SpaghettiOs. They were $1. I stocked up on some corn and some black beans and some kidney beans. They were all on sale for $1. I got this salsa. This is pineapple salsa. Normally I just get Market Basket brand. Tip number 6, buy store brand items. It's a lot cheaper and most likely you're getting the exact same item. Some more pantry items. So we got some pretzels. They're only $1. It's a great snack, especially if you're like going in the car ride or on like a long trip. Instead of stopping in the gas station, you can grab a pack of those and they're $1 for my whole family. I got some peanuts for my husband, and we have some bread. These were on sale for $2.50 a loaf, so I got Farmhouse Honey Wheat and whole wheat. I think that's whole wheat, yeah. And I got some buns. I'm going to be making a barbecue chicken in the crock pot, and then I put them on these sandwiches. I will link that video down below. It's an amazing recipe. You should try it out. I also got some rice cakes. Normally I don't buy this brand. It was $3. Usually the brand I buy is only $2, but this is all they had. So for our apples, I got a bag of apples. They were $3 a bag. Always buy the whole fruit or the whole vegetable. It's a lot more cheaper to buy it and cut it up than to buy it pre-cut. You will save so much money. We have some bananas. I forget how much they were. I have some peppers. We make a lot of stir fries. I have blueberries. Usually I get blueberries, raspberries, and grapes, but they only had blueberries and some grapes that didn't look amazing. I got some blueberries that I wash and I give to my kids in the morning. Over here we have juice boxes. They were on sale for $2. I don't give those to my kids during the day unless like I'm in a rush. I save those for like an emergency. Typically we do those because both of those are $2 and you get a lot more servings out of the jug than you do out of the juice box. I buy those purely for convenience when we go on like trips in the car. I keep them in my pantry just in case. So that's $2. I give that to my kids with some water. And over here I buy cases of seltzer water. Yes, it's a lot cheaper to buy seltzer water in one big jug of it. However, I find that I was wasting it because it would go flat. So I buy those. Those are usually $3. I get 2, over here we have our drinks. I get 2 gallons of milk, again, store brand. Market Basket is where I go to. They're $2.50 a jug. I got some orange juice for the mornings. I have almond milk for my oatmeal. I have whipped cream for the girls. And yes, now we're going on to our eggs. I do buy 3 cartons of eggs. My husband and I eat really healthy, and every morning we pretty much have eggs. So we will go through all of this, and we have some hard-boiled ones. Again, the only time I would ever buy name brand eggs is if I was going to get the cage-free, all natural fed ones. Other than that, I'm fine with this. I get Market Basket butter. For some of my, I always have butter. I always buy butter, and I always have it in the fridge just so I can make recipes very easy. So for meat, I got this for a meatloaf I'm going to be making. It is 85% lean. I usually get 93%, but I wanted to use this for the meatloaf because it makes it a lot tastier. I have this New York sirloin. This was on sale for only $5 a pound, which is pretty cheap. So I will turn that into a stir fry for my husband and me. This is the bacon that we use. I think they were $5 a pack, which is kind of expensive, but he is going on a low carb diet, so he eats this pretty much every day. The cheapest, this is another tip, the cheapest way to buy meat is to buy it as whole as possible. Every week I make this. I just get a whole chicken. This is $1.60 a pound. Typically though, they have them on sale because they're about to expire, but they're fine. You just stick them in your freezer until you want to use it for 89 cents a pound, and this is the cheapest way. So I roast this up and then I slice it, and we can eat it for dinner, and then I have it for my lunches for the week. It is the absolute cheapest way, and I just stick this in my freezer until I'm ready to use it and thaw it. Over here we have our deli meats. I get some turkey to make some sandwiches for the kids and myself sometimes. Some ham for my husband. I buy string cheese as a healthy snack for my kids, and I got this mozzarella because I'm going to be making a pesto chicken crock-pot meal. Keep your eyes open for that video. Whew, I felt like I was just talking a mile a minute. Alright, so that's my total overall haul. I spent $200 on, really, this is a huge stock up. I normally, this is normally like a fourth of what it is, but I just want to stock up my pantry and put it all away. Alright, and so I'm going to sprinkle in a last tip. My last tip is to go to your cheapest grocery store. We are from Massachusetts. We have about 3 grocery stores that are local to us. One is a minute down the road, but that's Hannaford. Everything there is 50 cents to $1 more. I've actually gone and bought the same items and spent close to $80 more at this grocery store. We also have, I think, a Shaw's or a Stop and Shop. Again, really expensive. So, of course, the last one is Market Basket. I drive 15 minutes to get there, and it is far cheaper to go there and buy my groceries every week than it would be to just run down the street to Hannaford and buy them there. I'm literally saving almost $80 a week just from going to Market Basket, and it is cheaper to go there even though it's a 15-minute drive there and 15 minutes back. It's a half-hour round trip. The gas it takes to go there is less than what I would be spending at a closer grocery store. So I do recommend, if you really want to get frugal with your money, go to the cheapest grocery store and you will get the best prices, and it's just worth it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I think I ended up adding like 7 tips in there. Again, we are a family of 5, and this is a huge stock up for us. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I know I love watching these videos and seeing what people get and what kind of deals you can get. I hope this inspired you for some money saving tips and tricks. Let me know down below in the comments if you liked anything or if any of the part of this video inspired you. I would love to have you. If you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you.
Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with.